Hello.
Hey, Jeff.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, bro. Just curious. Did you see the Victor Ortiz fight last night?
Yeah, I saw it.
What are your thoughts on what happened, bro?
Well, I mean, I thought that he was actually winning the fight, but I think that the whole Victor Ortiz showed up, and he had. Because I mean, most fighters don't quit no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, I don't know how severe the jaw was broken, so I don't know if that's unfair for me to say. But I mean, I've seen plenty of fighters that fight with a broken jaw.
Mm-hmm.
And but I mean, like I said, I'm not in there, so I don't really want to pass that negative judgment on him. But I mean, but at the end of the day, it's going to be cast on him anyway, whether I say it or anybody else says it, because I mean, he's quit once.
Right.
And I mean, and the thing is this: he never looks dejected when he loses.
Yeah.
When he loses, he's the happiest guy on the planet. Like, okay, well, that's just a setback, and I mean, you can't just have too many setbacks. Even when he lost to Floyd, he did the exact same thing. You know, and I mean, I'm like, wow, did this guy? I mean, I understand you accepting the loss, but at the same time, I mean, do you ever feel dejected, or I don't understand that.
Got you. And the Floyd loss, do you feel maybe that mentally he didn't, he was kind of in the biggest spotlight of his career. He lost in a real bad fashion. Do you feel maybe mentally he never got over that, or?
Well, I mean, I think he got caught up in the whole hype of just being in a big event when it came to Floyd. Because, I mean, this guy, he wasn't, and mentally, he wasn't even ready for it. I mean, physically, of course, obviously, he wasn't on Floyd's level anyway. But mentally, he wasn't prepared for the whole event because he got so caught up in the event, he thought that the event was about him. It had nothing to do with him. Mm. He just happened to be the point that was chosen. Because after the post-fight conference, this guy's talking about, well, Floyd, he should want to try to fight me because I'm the money. You are?
Gotcha.
It was a joke.
Now,
to me, he just seems, I don't know, he seems like he just happy to be, involved, and I mean, even last night when he lost, he was just like, okay, well, and I mean, and of course, I mean, at the end of the day, he did quit.
Yeah. Do you think they can rebuild him? He's only 25 years old. I mean, what should Golden Boy and his trainers and stuff, how should they try to rebuild him from here?
I mean, I don't think that, what happened is a disaster and that his career is over. Like, a lot of people like to say that, right away, but I don't see that at all. I think that, he's a guy that he still got some ability, and he's still a dangerous threat to anyone because, he can't fight. He just probably can't mess with, for sure he can't mess with Floyd, and there may be a couple other fighters that he can't mess with, but, it wasn't like he lost. He wasn't losing the fight. He was actually winning the fight. And I mean, to get caught with a good shot like that can happen to anyone. Like I said, I don't really want to call him a quitter, but, I have seen fighters that, have fought through it no matter what, and especially when they're winning. But, at the same time, it's one of those situations where maybe quitting is the best option because you can come back and fight another day.
Gotcha.
Because Vitaly Klitschko did the same thing when he quit on the stool, and everybody thought he was a quitter, but nobody knew the severity of, his rotator cuff being pulled or whatever the case was. And now, all is forgiven. He's been champion, he's been dominant. Ever since when his duels left, he came back into the spotlight, and he hasn't even come close to losing.
Thank you.
That's the same thing with Ortiz. Ortiz is young enough to recover. The only thing with him to me is his mental state. I don't know where this guy's head is. I never know where his head is. He's one of those guys who thinks that he's more than what he is. He's been involved in big events, but that's it. Of course, beating Bird was your biggest accomplishment. But your big event when it was when you was up against Peterson, you fought a draw. Your big event when you was up against Madonna, you just quit like a dog. And you basically you quit against Floyd because once you seen you couldn't win, you got dirty. You know, and so basically that was a form of quitting as well.
Mm-hmm. Right. Now,
like I say, his mental state is that's what's in question on his ability even to be able to come back. Is that, his mental capacity of, I don't know. I just don't know where it is at.